main topic, we asked you if puberty turned you into an animal, a la turning red. Which animal out of these 4 would you have turned into?
So we gave you the option of a bear, a giraffe, a ferret, or a squid. No,
a squid.
Yeah,
a squid?
Which one of those animals did puberty turn you
disgusting.
into?
The squid is disgusting. That is awful. Awful.
Haven't you seen, there's always those teenagers that when they hit puberty, they get all they're always moist. They're just always greasy and wet, sweaty.
So I start flipping, and I'm realizing that I do not have nearly enough pages. And I cannot find the next part of what I'm supposed to be saying.
You're in the middle of a story, too, on the page.
Yeah. So I call out to one of our leaders who was sitting next to my stuff, and I told her, can you please bring me my bag? I'm just going to have to read my testimony from my phone. And just at that same time, I flipped the page over and noticed that it was printed front and back. And so
the friend jumped up and's running with the bag. Oh, never mind. Turns around, runs back to the seat.
Yeah. So anyway, it was within the first minute and a half, 2 minutes.
It didn't bode well for the rest. So I'm glad that it didn't actually derail you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh.
Here we go.
Oh goodness.
But Matt is front row. One of the first 2 people that I see, he's within it's not eye shot, is it?
Eye shot?
Eye shot. Yeah, like earshot. Eye shot? Is eye shot a thing?
I'm in your field of vision.
You're in my field of vision. Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be a thing now. She was an eye shot at me.
Shut up. And I can see
eye guns. Pew, pew.
You know what? Whatever.
Oh,
he crosses his arms and sinks down into his chair and puts his head in his hand, and he just feels all this embarrassment for me.
Yep.
Yep. But hey, I feel like I rolled with it and played it off really well.
No, it was actually quite entertaining. Nothing beats a time when I swallowed a fly on stage, so tried to power through it and could not. I'll answer Tad Hall's question. What VHS did you wear out the most as a kid? Good Burger.
Tad, you know what a VHS is?
What is this weird brick? Brick filled with tape? We stopped to get some big snow cones, eating them in the car, big cup full. Giant things. Eating them in the car, talking about what we were going to do next, talking about wedding stuff. And she's holding hers in her left hand. And I ask her what time it is. And she does the full-on cartoon thing of whoop. And her entire thing splashed all over the inside of our car. It's everywhere, all over the center console. And she expected me to get really mad. And I started laughing at it. And she got mad at me for not being mad. And then we both just laughed on and on for hours about it. And still to this day, bring it up. So that is one of my most fond memories that's not really about anything important.
It's also National Pet Day. Yeah.
Nah.
Got any pets? No, you don't.
Nope.
I have enough for both of us. How's that sound? Want a cat? We're trying to get... Oh, I can't say that on here.
Not everybody knows. You do. I have never lit a fart on fire, but it's something that I've always wanted to do. Do you remember did you ever see the terrible Christian movie Extreme Days? That used Toby Mac's Extreme Days as the theme song?
I don't think so.
Well, it's about kind of it's like a road trip movie, and it's not terrible. It's just weird.
Okay.
But it's a road trip movie, and there's 4 guys, and there's a whole scene where that's what they're doing. You see them all lying down, legs up in the air, butts facing out, and then they turn out the lights, and then it's just a bunch of flames. Just this, I mean, like, this is a Christian movie. I told myself, this isn't a Christian movie. This is inappropriate for a Christian movie. But ever since seeing that scene, though, I really want to do this. But I've never had the gumption. Never had it.
Oh my gosh.
Never had it.
I think you've got the gumption. You should do it. Tell us how it goes. My husband has done it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did he burn his behind? Did he singe the hair off of his back end?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah, he would tell you that he never knew what burning hair smelled like until then.
Well, I mean...
and then he was terrified, like, my butt's on fire. And Trix should not have been the cereal to call it Trix Tracks, because what is Trix cartoon? What is their...
The bunny.
Uh-huh, yeah.
The silly rabbit.
Rabbits leave tracks, and they're not anything that I want to be eating.
Well, that's not their tracks.
That is their tracks.
They leave a trail of what you're thinking of. But tracks are footprints.
No.
That's what a track is.
You ever had a rabbit?
It has nothing to do with the animal. That's what a track is. That's what tracks are. Tracks are footprints.
No, bunny tracks. You've ever heard of it? Bunny tracks. It's not their footprints. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the tracks that they leave everywhere.
Listen. I don't have the energy to argue with you. I'm just going to say...
Oriole, keep your opinion to yourself.
I disagree with you.
Have you ever had a bunny? I've had a bunny. I've had a bunny.
It does not make you an expert on the English language.
No, but it makes me an expert on bunny poop and how far it goes. And it's everywhere.
I understand that.
Pretty sure I'm still finding bunny tracks in my house.
Gracious.
Is it you who mixes dill and cherry?
Heck yes.
Okay, so I was at the Mule Shoe Pool with some friends this past week, and one of the little girls got a pickle and a cherry snow cone. Mm-hmm. And she's taking a bite of her snow cone and then taking a bite of her pickle. And Mila's like, what is she doing? And I said, Mila, that apparently is a thing. Cherry and pickle, that flavor combination is a thing. And Mila's like, from who? Where did you hear this from? I said, Mr. Matt, that's his thing. And she was like, can I try? So she tried the cherry snow cone, dill pickle. She had her own dill pickle, Mila did, because Mila's a pickle fan. But that is now Mila's favorite flavor combination. I told you,
it's like you either hate it absolutely, or it is your new favorite and you'll get it every time you get the chance.
I'm gonna have to try it, I guess.
It's the weirdest thing. My older brother introduced it to me when I was a kid, and he explained it to me exactly that way. He said, hey, tomorrow when the snow cone guy comes around, I'm gonna get you my favorite flavor, and it's a mix of dill pickle and cherry flavors in the snow cone. And you're either gonna absolutely hate it, in which case I will buy you another one the next day, or it's going to be your favorite one ever. And I said, okay. And it was so dang good. That's the only combination I ever get, ever. My whole life. Keep everything else away from me. I don't want it. Keep your tiger blood, keep your grape, keep your rainbow. I don't want it. I want cherry and dill pickle. It's so good.
So I just need you to know that, like, for all the things that you share about your brothers and how you don't get along with them, and, you know, that's a heartwarming story.
One of the few really nice memories that I have, yes.